Hello and welcome to the channel. Former governor of Zamfara State and alleged President Tinubu political son, Bello Matawale, who until Bawa's indictment was under the course of the EFCC, has donated a whopping sum of 200 million naira to residents for the upcoming solar celebration. Another reckless spending. You never answer case finish. You dey openly they throw away that kind money. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Ex-governor accused of stealing billions of state funds donates 200 million naira for solar. A former Nigerian state governor who is accused of stealing public funds while in office has donated millions of naira to residents for solar celebrations. Bello Matawale, who lost his second-term bid as Zamfara state governor and left office on 29 May, is being investigated by the anti-graft agency EFCC for allegedly stealing billions of naira of state funds while in office. Apart from graft allegations, Mr. Matawale's government also failed to pay workers' salaries for 3 months. However, on Sunday, the state's chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Tuko Danfulani, in a statement said the ex-governor donated 200 million naira to his supporters in the state for solar celebrations. Mr. Danfulani said the beneficiaries include party members, stakeholders, women, youth groups, and organizations in the state. Mr. Dan Fulani, who is the chairman of the distribution committee, said other beneficiaries of the support were orphans, the less privileged, Islam scholars, media practitioners, and social media influencers and handlers. The gesture is aimed at assisting people to celebrate the upcoming 2023 Eid el-Kabir festival with ease. The committee had already started the distribution of the money to all the beneficiaries, he said. Mr. Dan Fulani, who thanked Mr. Matawale for the gesture, described it as timely, saying it will cushion the economic hardship among the citizens in the state, especially at the grassroots. The party chairman promised that the committee would ensure that all the intended beneficiaries received the donation before the solar celebration on Wednesday. A few days before Mr. Matawale left office as Zamfara governor, the EFCC said it was investigating him for diverting 70 billion naira from the state's treasury. The real issue with Matawale is that he is being investigated by the EFCC over allegations of corruption, award of phantom contracts, and diversion of over 70 billion naira, said Osita Nwanja, EFCC's Director of Public Affairs. The ex-governor, in response during an interview, accused the now suspended EFCC chairman, Abdulrasheed Bawa, of asking for a $2 million bribe from him, an allegation the EFCC said was untrue. When he was in office, Mr. Matawale also failed to pay Zamfara state workers 3 months' salaries for March, April, and May. While some workers were paid in February, several others were not paid for the same month, making it 4 months for some of the workers. No reasons were officially given for the failure to pay the salaries. Last month, the state chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC), Sani Haliru, confirmed to Premium Times that the Matawale administration owed workers 3 months' salaries. The situation we are in Zamfara State now is that we have workers who have not been paid their salaries for 2 months. In fact, these workers are in the majority and they cover both states and local government. These people have not been paid for February and March. Some workers were paid in February, but they were a minority. When you compare the number of workers and those paid in February, they are not up to 1 out of 3% of the whole workers, Mr. Aliru said. However, the new Zamfara government recently paid 2 months' salaries arrears to the affected workers. Mr. Matawale's actions of donating millions of naira to residents while he faces graft allegations is not peculiar. In fact, his predecessor as Zamfara governor, Abdulaziz Yari, is also known for such practice in one of Nigeria's poorest states. A few days ago, Mr. Yari, now a senator, shared 500 rams to his neighbors in Talata, Mafara area. He did a similar exercise during last year's Salah and is believed to have carried out similar actions for about 10 years. Mr. Yari, like Mr. Matawale, is being probed by the EFCC for allegedly misappropriating state funds while in office. Both men have denied any wrongdoing. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Meanwhile, a group known as the Voice of the Voiceless on Monday protested at the headquarters of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) in Jabi, Abuja, demanding for the probe and arrest of the immediate past governor of Zamfara State, Muhammad Bello Matawale. Prior to the protest, Matawale was accused by the Commission of Financial Embezzlement to the tune of 70 billion naira while in office between May 29, 2019 to May 29, 2023. But Matawale had in turn accused the then EFCC chairman Abdulrashid Bawa of demanding $2 million bribe from him. On Sunday, the Zamfara State chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Tuko Danfulani, in a statement also accused Matawale of donating 200 million naira to his supporters in the state for Salah celebrations. However, in the early hours of today, the protesters from the Voice of the Voiceless, led by Nasiru Ismaila Doka, called on the commission to reopen its earlier investigation into Matawale's tenure. According to the group, in a protest letter it submitted to the EFCC, Matawale could not be investigated while in office because of the constitutional immunity clause protecting him as a governor. The group drew the attention of EFCC to a statement it released in May regarding Matawale's investigation. It said, "Recall that on the 18th May 2023, the EFCC, through its Director, Media and Public Affairs, Osita Nwanja, said that Matawale is being investigated by the EFCC over allegations of monumental corruption, award of phantom contracts, and diversion of over 70 billion naira. According to the EFCC, the money, which was sourced as a loan from an old generation bank, purportedly for the execution of projects across the local government areas of the state, was allegedly diverted by the governor through proxies and contractors who received payment for contracts that were not executed." That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.